Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. If you have ever stared at a dense, jargon-filled insurance contract and felt your eyes completely glaze over, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're going to take those thick, intimidating policy documents and transform them into a clear, visual survival guide for buying your very first health insurance policy. We're breaking down exactly what you're paying for, how to actually use it, and, most importantly, how to dodge the hidden traps. Here's our game plan for today. We'll get you set up, show you how to use your coverage, navigate the exclusions, check out some add-ons and benefits, and finally, figure out how to play the long game.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, getting set up and starting your journey.
Okay, so it's something everyone wonders when they first see their premium quote. Why do your age and medical history actually matter? Honestly, think of these as your base stats in a video game. The older you are, well, the higher the premium. It's just statistics, right? As we age, we're simply a bit more prone to needing a doctor. And your medical history? If your slate is clean, your premium is going to automatically be lower. The insurer is literally just calculating the odds of you needing medical care.
Now, who exactly are we covering? You basically have two main choices here. First up is the individual plan. It's exactly what it sounds like, a solo ticket. The total coverage limit, which we call the sum insured, is all yours. On the flip side, we have the family floater option. I like to think of this one like a shared family cell phone data plan, but, for your health. That sum insured, it's shared across all the included family members. So if one person gets sick and uses up half the coverage, everyone else just has to share whatever's left for the rest of the year.
Moving right along to Section 2, using your coverage. Basically, how to actually make a claim.
To trigger a claim and actually use your hospitalization coverage, there is one absolutely crucial number you need to burn into your brain right now: 24. You generally have to be admitted to the hospital for a minimum of 24 hours. You can't just pop in for a quick 2-hour checkup and expect insurance to foot the bill. Now, actually, there is an exception to this. That 24-hour rule usually doesn't apply if you're dealing with an accidental injury or certain specified daycare treatments. But honestly, as a rule of thumb, just remember 24 hours.
So what are they actually paying for? Well, your basics are covered for sure. We're talking room, boarding, nursing, the surgeon's fees. Yes, they even cover the hospital food. But it goes way beyond just getting a bed. This coverage is your financial armor against massive bills for specialized treatments. We're talking oxygen, dialysis, chemotherapy, and radiotherapy. It even covers life-saving hardware like pacemakers and artificial limbs. It's an incredibly comprehensive safety net designed to keep you out of catastrophic medical debt.
Okay, this next one is a total game changer to understand: the cashless facility. This is essentially a VIP pass for your health care. See, insurance companies have these tie-up arrangements with specific networks of hospitals. If you get treated at one of these network hospitals, you don't have to pay a massive bill up front out of your own pocket. Instead, the insurance company uses a third-party administrator, or a TPA, to just settle the tab directly with the hospital. You completely skip that whole headache of paying first and waiting months to be reimbursed. Just remember, if you go out of network, you will have to pay up front and file for reimbursement later.
All right, on to Section 3, exclusions, the traps. Let's talk about what's not covered.
First up, we really need to map out these waiting periods because you aren't fully covered the second you sign the dotted line. From day one, yes, you're immediately covered for accidental injuries. Boom. But for general sickness or disease, you've got to wait 30 days before that coverage actually kicks in. And if we look further down the timeline to year one, standard policies explicitly exclude specific planned surgeries during your whole first year. Things like cataracts, hernias, sinus disorders, and internal congenital diseases. You have to wait out that entire first year before they'll pay for those specific treatments.
And beyond the waiting game, there are just some things standard policies flat out refuse to pay for. No, they are absolutely not buying you those new designer glasses, and no, they are not funding your relaxing naturopathy retreat. Dental treatment, generally out unless it's so severe you're actually hospitalized. Standard policies also exclude costs related to pregnancy or childbirth, including C-sections. And, as you might expect, they definitely won't cover self-inflicted injuries or illnesses resulting from the use of intoxicating drugs or alcohol. Knowing these hard boundaries is absolutely crucial.
Let's move into Section 4, add-ons and benefits. Think of these as your policy power-ups.
You can totally beef up your policy with a couple of really popular extra benefits. First is the hospital daily cash benefit. It is exactly what it sounds like. You get a fixed daily amount of cash for every day you're stuck in the hospital. Sometimes they even bump up the payout if you're in the ICU. It's basically a daily allowance to help with random incidental costs. Now contrast that with the critical illness benefit. This one pays out a massive, fixed lump sum the very moment you're diagnosed with a specified severe illness. It's designed to give you a huge financial cushion when you get a devastating diagnosis. But keep in mind, usually, once that big lump sum pays out, that specific critical illness plan ceases to exist.
Finally, we hit Section 5, renewals and bonuses. This is all about playing the long game. Did you know insurers actually reward you for staying healthy? It's called a cumulative bonus. Honestly, it's a lot like a safe driver discount, but for your own body. Every single year you go without making a claim, the insurance company bumps up your total sum insured by a certain percentage at renewal time. This can grow all the way up to a 50% increase in most cases. Your coverage literally grows for free. But, quick heads up, if you do make a claim, that bonus will drop by 10% at your next renewal. Now to keep that bonus, and well, your whole policy, you absolutely have to remember the number 15. That is your grace period. You can renew your policy as long as you pay the premium within 15 days of the expiration date. But here is the massive catch. While they give you 15 extra days to pay, you are not covered for the days during that period where you haven't paid. Meaning, if you get sick on day 10 of your grace period and you haven't written the check yet, you are out of luck. And if you blow past the 15 days entirely, the policy lapses. Game over.
But what if you're fed up and want to switch insurance companies? Well, you totally can. You had the right to port your plan to a new insurer. And the best part? You actually get to keep those valuable renewal credits for pre-existing conditions that you built up at your old company. There's just one rule. That credit is strictly limited to your previous policy's sum insured, including your accumulated bonus. So you can't just port to a new company, instantly double your coverage amount, and expect those pre-existing credits to apply to that massive new amount right out of the gate.
So we've covered your base stats, those awesome VIP networks, the traps you need to avoid, and how to win the long game. Which leads me to ask, knowing the rules of the game now, is your current health coverage actually ready for your next big life event? Whether you're getting a bit older, maybe planning to start a family, or you just realized you literally have no idea what your current policy actually says, I challenge you to pull out those documents today and find out. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.